Let's dive headfirst into the art of secondhand style. I've got a really fun giveaway for you today. You don't want to miss this one. All right, it's time to get started. Hey there, my lovely viewers. Welcome to my channel. I'm Kara with Lemons to Lemonade, and I am beyond excited to bring you all today's video all about transforming our living spaces with secondhand treasures. If you're somebody who loves adding a unique touch to your home while being budget savvy, you are in for a real treat. We all know that decorating a home can be so expensive, you guys, but it does not have to be today. I'm taking you on a journey where we'll explore the world of secondhand style and give our personal home a fresh new look using only thrifted furniture. I've got 6 incredible flips lined up to share with you guys today and to help teach you guys how I mastered the art of secondhand style. Whether you're a thrift shopping pro or just getting started, these tips will empower you to create a home that is uniquely yours without having to break the bank. I've been slowly transitioning my home away from the farmhouse trend, and the first room I wanted to flip was my dining room. So I've had this table for over 20 years, and I know it's really nice, but it just doesn't fit the current vibe that I'm going for, so I sold it. And my main goal with this whole new room design is to break even from the sale of what I currently have to what I'm replacing it with. And I'll give you the numbers as we go along, so be sure to stay tuned. This dining room table that I found right here started the whole process for me, and quite honestly, because I flipped this on YouTube for you all a few months back, when I put it in my dining room, everybody said, now you've got to change out your hutch, and I feel like this whole project just snowballed, but it was perfect because it gave me the push that I needed to switch out these last 2 rooms. So I found this beautiful dining room table at the thrift store for $130, and it was in really great shape. It had these beautiful rattan cane backings on the chairs, muted velvet cushions that were in perfect condition. I just fell in love with this table the moment I saw it, so we took it home and started working on it. Now, this was a large project and it took me quite a few weeks to get it done. And for each of these design flips that you'll see me do today, you can find the full video tutorial with step-by-step instructions down in the video description. I gave this project a light scuff sand to the chairs and the cane backs just to make sure that the paint would adhere nicely. I sanded down the top of the table completely because I knew I wanted a little bit of that raw wood look that is so in style right now. And I picked up one of my favorite stains, and this is the Minwax Professional Stain in the color Birchwood. And they can mix this up for you in any Sherwin-Williams or Home Depot store. I like to apply my stains with a staining sponge. It just gives me more control over where the stain is going. You let it sit for just a few seconds and then wipe back any extra. And with this Professional Series Minwax stain, you can apply as many coats as you like to get the color that you desire. This tabletop will have heavy use, so I'm using one of my favorite polyurethanes, and it's Minwax 1 Coat Poly. The 1 coat equals 3 coats of regular polyurethane, and I'll apply it with a brush with a light scuff sand in between to make sure that it's smooth and help eliminate any brush strokes. I'll do 2 coats total of this. I filled my sprayer with the color Caviar from Sherwin-Williams and sprayed the chairs and the apron of the table in this color. quick reminder, here is my before that I picked up from the thrift store for $130, this beautiful dining set. And here it is after in its new spot in my dining room. I absolutely loved it, but you all were so quick to point out that the rest of the decor now has to change. So that meant that it was time for my china hutch to go. My china hutch was one of the first flips I did on YouTube. I'll dig into the archives and link it below for you guys if you're interested in seeing it. It has served us well, but it is time for it to go to a new home. And I have found the perfect things to take its place. Arched cabinets are all the rage these days, and I happened to stumble across 2 of them on an auction site. There was actually 3, but somebody outbid me for the last one, so I went home with 2. I ended up paying a little more than I wanted for these guys. They cost me about $220 total, so I'm about $340 all in right now with all of my flips so far. But I knew in the end they'd be worth it because they've been such hot sellers in the Dallas market. In the beginning, I totally planned on selling these, and that was until I put them in my staging area and just saw how perfect they would be for my dining room. So I decided that these were going to be all mine. After a good cleaning, I got out my Surf Prep sander and sanded down all of these arches all the way around the inside and the outside so that my paint would adhere nicely. I got back out that same old can of paint from Sherwin-Williams that I used on the dining room table in the color Caviar and painted both of these arched cabinets in black. Once I had these set up in my dining room, I staged either side of them with some plants that I got from Hobby Lobby. My running total for this project so far is $340. Let's talk about this gray couch. I've had this one for a while. I bought it off Facebook Marketplace originally, and when we got our new puppy, she decided to renovate some of the corners of it, if you know what I mean. It's gone through quite a few patch jobs, and I didn't bother selling this one. We donated it to a friend instead, and I found a new one at an auction for the bargain price of $12. With the new couch, I'm about $350 all in. I got some pillow covers off of Amazon and just replaced some of the pillows so that they matched the area better. And I spent about $40 total on those. So it puts my grand total, everything right now, at $390. This used to be my coffee table. It's a Drexel from the 1960s. I really loved this one once I refinished it, but it's always been a little too big for our space. Luckily, retro furniture has come roaring back in style in my Dallas area, and as soon as I listed this one up for sale, it went for the asking price of $200. I was hoping to replace the coffee table with something a little more sleek looking, maybe some rounded edges and curves, which are really popular right now, that would go well with the rounded china cabinet, but the prices for the ones online that I liked were way out of my price range, so back to the thrift store we went, and I found a $10 coffee table that just needed to be brought out of the 1980s. Once we got this home and cleaned up really well, I sanded off all of that orange wood finish down to the bare wood. I used 1/4 Minwax Special Walnut and 3/4 Mineral Spirits to get the rich tobacco color that I was hoping for this coffee table. I applied it with my stain sponge, and after 2 coats, I had perfect coverage and the exact color that I was going for. I finished this off with some oil-based polyurethane to help bring out the richness and depth of the color and the wood grain. Next up is my new entryway table, and I feel like some of you are going to say no fair on this one, but it was a gift from my absolute favorite YouTuber who taught me how to flip furniture. So I'm beyond thrilled that it sits in my house. I have a giveaway today, and one of you who can tell me down in the comments section whose piece this is originally. She flipped it on YouTube a few months back now. You might recognize it, so head down to that comment section and tell me who flipped this piece, and I'm going to pick one lucky winner to send a $25 Amazon gift card to just for entering. So good luck. The last 2 items I had to sell for this room were these black and white chairs with a flower pattern on them. I kept them in really great shape and they sold for $200. And then my black and white rug, which I steam cleaned with my Bissell vacuum, and I also sold that for $200. The rug came from Wayfair a while ago, and the black and white flower chairs I found on Facebook Marketplace. I found these 2 leather club chairs at an auction, and the purchase price for them was $200 total. They're in pretty good shape and just needed some touch-ups to the feet, and there's some scuff marks along the bottom of these. I used my furniture pins and just matched up the colors for a simple touch-up. I then freshened up the leather by using some Dixie Belle Big Mama's butter and an old sock. This fake tree on Facebook Marketplace. It was for $60, which is a pretty good deal. These are actually pretty expensive these days. I was looking on Amazon, they were a lot more than $60, but I'm just not in love with the planter that it came in. So I got some textured spray paint, and we're gonna see if we can fancy this up a little bit. I found this spray paint at Hobby Lobby. I'll link this below as well. I think it cost me about $7. I applied 2 coats of this to the pot that the plant originally came in, and it just gave it this like stoneware type of vibe, which was much better than what it came in originally. Once the pot was dry, I brought it back in the house and secured the plant inside of it with some old packaging paper. And instead of using the moss that was on the top, I filled it with some black smooth stones that I picked up from the gardening store for $20. A little trip down memory lane. This is what I started with: black and white farmhouse style entryway and dining area. I sold everything between these two rooms and ended up with a profit of $1,625 to spend on my new furniture and decor. Not a bad place to start. I spent $660 total on my new furniture, another $120 for the supplies I used for my flips, and $220 for the new rug. That's $1,000 all in between the two rooms. I still have a $625 profit from my previous furniture sales that I sold for these rooms. I can never stop being amazed at what you can do with some thrifted finds for your home. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's thrifting design tip video and style inspirations that I added to my own home. I really love that this new design feels like it's my personal aesthetic, and it can be our little secret how much I was able to do this for on a budget. All of the decor I had previously from Staging Furniture, so that was good. I did have to pick up a few things from Amazon or Hobby Lobby, and I will link all the things that you've seen in today's video down in the description boxes below. Be sure to enter that Amazon giveaway, you guys. I will keep it open for 1 week after this video airs, and I'll pick one lucky winner to email a gift card to. So be sure to leave me a comment telling me who you think designed my special entryway piece. I'd also love to know what was your favorite piece that I found and flipped for our home. I always answer all of my comments. I love hearing from you guys, so be sure to leave me one below. I'd love to say hello to you. We've just hit 2.5 million views a few weeks ago, and that is really thanks to you all for tuning in every single Saturday. Thanks for being here. Be sure to tune in next week, and I'll see you next time on Lemons to Lemonade Furniture.